Hello Louise, so this is gonna be my video for teaching you how to cook tortilla de patatas. So it's pretty easy actually, just need little time. For doing this recipe for two people, you need potatoes. This is like a small ones. So I think it will gonna be like between 4 or 5, and then we're gonna use an onion. I'm not sure, you can use half of it or you can use the whole. It just depends, or you can use none, just depends if you like it with onion or not. And then also it's very important that you need a pan. I recommend you to use a small pan because one of the trickiest part of doing the tortilla patatas is that you need to flip the tortilla, and it's easier if you use a small pan. So for me, because my mom used to make like really thick tortilla patatas, for me it's better to use a small pan and make it thicker, you know, that this size. For instance, Xavier's mother usually he does with a bigger pan, and it usually makes like really thin tortilla patatas, but I rather the thick one. So first of all, we are gonna chop the onion. So using another perspective, I'm cutting the onions. This doesn't have much secret. So more or less half of the onion. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. And then going to peel the potatoes. Okay, next part. I already have peeled the potatoes, so next part is how to cook the potatoes, because tortilla patata has a special way of cooking the potatoes. You need to cut it like this way, you know, you are cutting. It doesn't have to be like precise or the same size, you know, you just been cutting that way until we have all the potatoes. Try not to cut it really big, and try not to cut it too thin. It's just trying, well, it doesn't care, it doesn't matter if it's irregular, you know. Okay, so we're gonna cut all the potatoes. Potato is here. Vale. Okay, so all the potatoes are cut. Okay, so, bueno, ahora en español, ¿vale? Vale, al final he cortado la cebolla entera, porque me sabía mal dejar media cebolla, y he cortado las 5 patatas pequeñas, ¿vale? Como ves, no hace falta que los trozos sean perfectos, que tengan el corte exacto. Intenta que no queden muy gordo, porque si no tardará mucho más en freírse, ¿vale? La patata, ¿vale? Más o menos, creo que aquí va a salir mucha cantidad de patata, pero bueno. Vale, pues más o menos sería esto, ¿vale? Y ahora el siguiente paso será poner aceite en la sartén y calentar el aceite de la sartén, ¿vale? Español. Pues bueno, ahora se está calentando el aceite, ¿vale? De oliva, pues entiendo que vosotros aceite de oliva no debéis tener mucho, con lo cual puedes utilizar uno vegetal, de girasol o de lo que uses normalmente. Y claro que si utilizas aceite de oliva le da como más gusto a la tortilla, ¿vale? Entonces de momento tengo el fuego un poco fuerte porque quiero calentar bien el aceite, ¿vale? Y ahora lo que haré será poner las patatas dentro de la sartén. Okay, so I already put the potatoes inside in the pan with the hot oil. As you see, there's a lot of potatoes, a lot of onion, and it was almost falling from the pan. And we need to be moving a little the potatoes. And the trick is that we don't really have to fry the potatoes. We have to do is like cook the potatoes with the oil. It was more like, I don't know how to describe it. It would be like boiling the potato with the oil. So it took a little time. Just try to be moving all around. A trick I use usually, but I can really do it because, as you see, I put a lot of onion, so it's almost covering the whole pan. Is I cover them, so with the steam you can fasten the way that the potato is boiled. But if you don't want to do it that way, you just try to be moving a little by little and try not to be. The thing is that the potato has to be cooked, but doesn't have to be golden, like fried. So just being like moving little bit by little bit. Vale, pues seguimos aquí friendo la patata, poquito a poco, ¿ves? Poco a poco se va poniendo más blanda, ¿vale? Hay que ir removiendo, ¿vale? Hasta que esté del todo hecha la patata y que sea blanquita, ¿vale? Esto puede tardar un buen ratito, yo creo que unos 15 minutillos o así y ya la tienes hecha. Tienes que ir moviendo poco a poco. También hay que ir moviendo con cuidado para que no se rompa la patata, porque si no va a quedar un poco puré, ¿vale? Pero bueno, básicamente es ir aquí. Okay, so the potato is already done. So for removing the potatoes from the pan, I use this thing. So it's a way to take in all the potatoes without the oil. Doesn't matter if you have a little oil here. Doesn't matter at all. Okay. And now, other thing I did is like for cooking the potatoes, we have to use a lot of oil. So I put most of them in here in a bowl, and then I just leave it in the pan. A little bit, okay? Just a little bit of oil. Okay, now the second part will be like beating the eggs and adding to the potato, okay? So I'm gonna use another bowl for putting the eggs and then adding the potatoes. So here I have the eggs, okay? Now I added the salt because I haven't used salt at all. So I usually add it here with the eggs and then I beat them, okay? Very challenging, doing only with one hand. So I think 3 eggs is enough, but don't worry, because if I see that I don't have enough egg for the omelette, I just add another one later, so it's no problem at all. Now I'm going to put all the potatoes in the egg. If the potatoes are hot, because you just already done it, you need to mix them quite fast, because otherwise once the hot potatoes hit the egg, it will start to cook the egg, so we don't want that. So I'm gonna do it, but I need both hands, so I'm just gonna. So 3 eggs was good enough. So now I have mixed the potatoes with the egg, and now it's time to put it into the pan again. So we need to put the pan. It's a little messy, the kitchen, sorry. A little bit high fire, And once we put the egg inside, we just lower the temperature from the stove. Okay, I just put the egg and the potatoes inside. So I try to flatten a little bit with the fork. And now the temperature is high, and now it's when I need to put it to the minimum temperature, because otherwise it will be like all the egg this way, it will be dark, but it will be raw in the inside. So now we need that it starts to cook. So one of the things you see, once you see like it's melting, it's starting to create the omelette. Put it into low and wait a little bit. Because before flipping, we need that the whole bottom from the tortilla is well cooked, otherwise it will break the tortilla once we flip, and we don't want that, because if it's all the bottom part is well cooked, it will be easier to flip the tortilla de patatas. I'm gonna put a little bit higher because I think, okay. Vale, pues poco a poco, ¿ves? Se va cuajando la tortilla, ¿vale? Tenemos que ir con cuidado de que no se queme, ¿vale? Entonces cuando veas que más o menos, y va bien hacer estos movimientos para que no se te enganche, ¿vale? Y cuando ya veas que más o menos, ves, está así como dorado, pues es cuestión de que ya la podemos girar, ¿vale? Entonces para girar, ¿vale? Necesitamos un bol, ¿vale? Y necesitamos un plato. Yo giro normalmente con un plato grande, ¿ves? Que hay bastante superficie, ¿vale? Entonces lo que voy a hacer es, a ver, esto es lo complicado. Hay que tapar, ¿vale? Coger bien con la mano y dejar caer el aceite restante en el bol, ¿vale? Entonces ahora giramos así, ¿ves? Aquí tenemos la tortilla. Entonces volvemos a sartén el fuego y poco a poco ponemos la tortilla en la sartén otra vez, ¿vale? Entonces aplan un poco con el tenedor, ¿vale? Para que coja un poco la forma y seguimos cocinándola. Vamos a subir un poco la temperatura para que se vaya haciendo. Entonces, si te gusta que la tortilla quede cruda por dentro, pues te pones el fuego más fuerte, porque lo que hará es que se te quemará más la parte de fuera y por dentro se te quedará cruda. Si te gusta la tortilla bien hecha por dentro, lo que tienes que hacer es bajar el fuego para que se haga bien por dentro. Pero bueno, esto básicamente, si tocas un poco, ya verás si está crudo o no. Entonces ahora lo que voy a hacer es volver a girarla para ver, ¿ves? Está muy blanca todavía. Lo vamos a dejar como está, que se vaya haciendo. Okay, so we're gonna check again how is the tortilla doing. And now you see it's more golden. Just put it tight to give it a little bit more on the other side. And then I think it's enough. So for serving the tortilla, I just a new dish because this one is kind of, and put it here. And that's it. We have the tortilla. So I'm gonna cut the tortilla. As you can see, it's well done in the inside.